how to tell the truth, knows how to say it like it is, and keep everybody in good spirits. Let me introduce Kathy Griffin.
Center, 5 of which this is their first march ever, so give it up for them. I have a speech written because normally I just curse and swear, so I have to write things down to try not to swear for 3 minutes. All right. Thank you for the introduction. Thank you for letting us come. Wave to the cameras. The D-list crew is here. Wave. Hello. Make your think that this doesn't apply to them, but it does. All right. So 5 days ago, this march began in Berkeley. This is a fantastic diet, by the way. Oprah wishes she could do this. What began in Berkeley does not end here in Sacramento. From the journey of the march for justice and equality, it does, of course, continue today and tomorrow, and until we bring about the change we truly need to allow every person in this state to share the same rights as everyone else. That's all you're asking. You're just asking for the same rights as everybody else. And we will succeed because a march and a movement can bring about change. In the 50s and 60s, of course, Dr. Martin Luther King and his fellow civil rights warriors, they marched. They just marched. But it actually led to an end to legal segregation. At the end of the 80s, of course, in Europe, people who cherished liberty joined hands and marched. Simply marched against their oppressors, and the Berlin Wall came down. And this march, this movement will bring down the walls of discrimination in this state. Even I can't find anything funny about Prop 8. And let me tell you, I perform all across the country all the time, and most of the other states kind of can't believe that we're doing this. So it's a very antiquated notion. We'll get rid of it. So anyway, it makes me angry. The gays are pissed, right? I know. You should be. All right, so it makes me want to question. And you know, I'm a comedian, I like to ask questions. So I've got a few for those who supported Proposition 8. So of course that means if you supported it, you're against gay marriage. And my question is a very profound one. What the fuck is it to you? Get over it. Okay. You know, 50% of straight couples end up in divorce. I'm one of them. So I don't know if people are afraid that maybe the success rate would be like 90% in gay couples and then they'd look silly. I don't know. But it's a new millennium and America's changing as we're just obviously fighting for just a simple and civil liberty and basic right. All right, maybe I'm missing something here. Did gay marriage cause the $10 trillion debt? I don't know. Did I miss that? Is gay marriage the reason we have gridlock and bridges that are falling apart? Are gays saying I do at a wedding the reason kids in high school who are asked to read say I can't? Are guys giving each other wedding rings the cause of a failing healthcare system? No. Do people at AIG say, oh look, 2 lesbians want to get married. Let's teach them a lesson and bankrupt the financial system. This brings me to one other question. And it's the question at the heart of the matter. Why are people in this state, when we have so many things on our plate, we have a fiscal disaster going on, why is anyone even wasting their time with this issue? Why does anyone even care if gay people get married? It's not even on their plate. We have bigger fish to fry, and it's a simple, civil liberty issue. You would never in a million years go up to a person of color and say, well, I hear black people want to get married now. I mean, it's fine if they live together. You would cringe, would you not? I hear the Mexicans want to vote. There goes the neighborhood. I mean, right? It would sound absolutely silly. And yet across the state, people are having dinner conversations saying, well, do gay people really have the right to get married? Yes. A domestic union, domestic partnership, it's not the same. It's separate but equal. There, I digress. I haven't even been born yet. There was a landmark civil rights case in 1967 about marriage. marriage, where the Supreme Court said that a state could not prevent a man and a woman from marrying because of the color of their skin. That was as recently as 1967. I don't ever think there's been a better name for that court case. You know what the name of the case was?
Love.
Loving versus Virginia. Loving versus Virginia. The Lovings were loving, just like couples here, and they all wanted the chance to get married and live together and just simply be treated like their neighbors. Not special, not better, just treated like their neighbors. It's the same thing that we're asking here today. Today we speak of one struggle and one fight, and those are powerful words, but I look out this crowd and I realize how much more it is than words and how powerful it is and how powerful it can be. So this is about men and women, young and old, people of every race, religion, color, creed. This is about couples who are in love, who simply want to enjoy the same basic fundamental rights that we all do. So I am enlisting in your battle, I am joining your cause, and I can't... It's going to be a struggle and a fight, but that's okay. I can't promise you that all gay marriages will be perfect. Mine wasn't. But one day they will be perfectly legal, and that's the important thing. And I certainly don't have all the answers, but I promise you this. I will use my voice to speak out for fairness and against discrimination, because that's really what this is. This is just good old-fashioned garden variety discrimination. And I will not be silenced, and I know you won't, until we have equal rights. All right, some of you might remember a little movie called Norma Ray with Sally Field. Remember Norma Ray? I know, I love it. All right, in the movie, Norma Ray joins the union and leads the movement to empower the fellow mill workers. She was facing intimidation from her bosses, which I'm sure some of you have, character assassinations, I know some of you have, even violence. And unfortunately, I know some of you have suffered from that too. Norma Ray finds a new kind of courage within herself as she passes out flyers, makes phone calls, marches, and holds meetings to convince workers to organize and demand a better life. Any of this ring a bell with you guys? I thought so. That's right, Norma Ray, she becomes what you might call, what is the phrase? A community organizer. Trying to make that pejorative. Oh, you know, one of those nasty community organizers running the country. In that iconic scene that we all remember, faced with arrest, she stands up on the table. Remember, she had a cute little t-shirt on. She stands up on the table, and she has a sign that says simply the word union. Well, today, I would like to channel the spirit of Norma Ray, and some of my friends call me Norma Gay. I like that, Norma Gay. It's good, right? Okay, so I've got a sign, but when Norma Ray had the sign, and it simply said the word union, today, that word simply isn't good enough.